I get to do the best part of the entire presentation. I get to share with you this incredible opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, we have an opportunity unlike anything that's ever existed before. This is so unique, so different, so easy, and everybody can do it. What you're looking at is a $200 VIP club card and a $2,000 VIP club card. So now what do you do with this card? Well, you take the card and you talk to people that travel, which is what? Everybody on the planet? All you have to do is say to anybody, do you travel? Yeah, I take one trip a year, or maybe I take 5 trips, or yeah, but I do a lot of business travel, whatever, and say, well, guess what? I got a gift for you. I'm gonna give you this Good Life VIP club card. It's worth $200 to you in savings, a true $200 in savings. You just gave that person a $200 gift. But here's what makes it unbelievable. Did you sell them anything? No. You just shared with them and you gave them a gift. You actually gave them real money. Because when they go and they take this card and they go and check and see what their savings are going to be versus the rest of the world in buying any kind of thing, whether it be a hotel or a vacation resort, and they see the savings, they're going to book. And this is what makes this exciting. Imagine this. You start handing out more than 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 5 cards, 1,000 cards. Doesn't matter. You can hand out as many as you want. Every time a person saves, you get 50% of their savings. Put this in perspective. On one $200 card, a person saves $200. What did you just make? $100. That's just from 1 card. Now, you think about the $200 card, what happens if they use the $2,000 card? Because, a lot of people travel a lot. They take vacations every year. And I've seen in the past month, some people that have used up this $2,000 card in one trip. In one trip, just taking a nice week-long vacation somewhere. Well, look what happens here. They say $2,000. What did you just earn? $1,000. Now, how many cards can you give away? How much money would you like to make? That's how easy it is. And what's amazing about this is that it's real, ladies and gentlemen. People will go look and they'll check the prices. And when they check the prices, like you just seen earlier in this presentation, the savings are there. And so in this example here, you're showing, in this first one, somebody saving almost $50, you're making about $25. The next one, somebody saved $85. What did you earn? $42. Next one, $115. What did you earn? $57. The next one, oh, this was one of those bigger trips. Somebody saved $1,000. What did you earn? Over $500. This happens over and over and over again. Just depends on how many cards you want to hand out. And they can't get these prices anywhere else. They can only do this through Good Life. And that's what makes this so exciting is they can't go out and say, oh, I can get that somewhere else. No, you can't. This is the only place you can do this. And so when you've got something that's that powerful, obviously you have an opportunity to make real money. And the beauty of this is that the card is kind of the non-networking side. So if you're a person that says, I don't really like network marketing, guess what? You can earn an amazing income simply by handing out the cards. But here's what's going to happen. When you hand this card out to people and they use it and they get the savings, don't you think they can probably do the same thing you just did? Don't you think they'd probably say, wow, I have a business, or I have lots of friends or family or people that I know, and I could hand the card out. I could have them handing the card out. And guess what? I would be making money if I did that. So all of a sudden, what you're going to find is probably 2 out of every 10 people you give the card to are going to want to be in the business. Now that puts you into the networking side because now you're going to start earning money as they become what we call IBOs, independent business owners, and they start building a customer base. They're doing the same thing you did, so simply, so duplicatable. Everybody can do it. Nobody has to sell. And look what it costs to start your business. I look at this, and this is the part I go look at and go, yeah, that's not even real. How could you have a business with this much opportunity that cost you $79? $79, one time, lifetime, that's it, $79, and a $10 monthly business fee. And what do you get for that $10 monthly business? Oh, you get an opportunity website, you get a wholesale product website, you get your VIP card website, you get your back office website, all these things that are going to help you make money. But even more important, look what you get. You also, every month, For that $10, you get 30 digital $2,000 VIP club cards. Now, what does that equate to if they were actually used up? I mean, you'd make 1,000 off each one if you got used all the way, right? You gave out 30 of them that got used. What'd you just make from that $10 investment? I don't care how you slice it, how little it's used, or how much it's used. It's real money, and it's easy money, and it's exciting, and it gets people wanting to be involved in something that they've never seen before. And now you take that, and a person goes, wow, I want to do this. And now you get involved in this industry-changing compensation plan, which we have, where we created this really unbelievable way for people to make money by just sharing this with other people and creating this amazing product base of travelers. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, this is about an $8 trillion industry. 8 trillion, I don't know what that even means. But wouldn't you like to have a piece of it? And now you can. And with our compensation plan, we've got 4 money trees. Now tonight, I'm going to keep this really simple. I'm not going to go into the details. This is not a training about how the compensation plan works. This is just basically an overview. So you just get an idea of the kind of income you can be generating through our various money trees. So let's take a look at each one here very quickly. And before I do, let me explain, you know, a little bit about what it takes to qualify to make money in all these compensation trees. Well, it's very simple. You become a user of the product, which we call a platinum subscription. If you do that, you generate what we call $25 in personal commissionable volume every month, all right? It only takes that and one customer and you're fully qualified. What do I mean by fully qualified? Well, with 50 PCV, it means you can earn money in everything that we have, all the money trees. Every tree we have, you're completely qualified, no restrictions, you earn whatever they pay. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a tremendous amount. And you can generate this $50 in PCV. You don't have to do it just from being a subscriber to the product yourself or having customers. You can do it by using the wholesale shopping network, by having people using the VIP club card. I mean, this is so simple for anybody to be able to qualify. So that's number one thing. We've made it easy for everybody to qualify. Now you're qualified. And by the way, you've got this in your back office that actually like gauges that show you, where all your qualifications come from. Remember, it only takes 50 PCV to qualify for everything we have, everything we're going to be talking about. But as you can see here, you can be looking at each one of these gauges and saying how much you've got during the course of the month from your own personal subscriptions, your IBOs that come in, any customers that you have, any shopping that you do, any VIP card usage. It all displays in your back office in these gauges, so you can always make sure that you're qualified to receive the commissions that are being generated from these money trees. So let's look at the first one. First one's what we call the quick pay tree. It's really simple. What happens is when somebody subscribes as a platinum subscriber, remember, it's $299. That's a one-time enrollment fee, and then it's $49 a month. Well, in that $299, look what we pay out in quick pay. We pay out $100 on the first tier, $20 on the second, $20 on the third, $20 on the fourth, and $25 on the fifth tier. That's a total of $185. So that $299 that we just took in from that platinum subscription, $185 goes back to you. And look at how these numbers start to grow, because remember, it's not just, the 1 or 2 people that you personally enroll, but what about all the IBOs that you set up and the subscribers that they have, and then the subscribers and the IBOs that they set up, and the IBOs and subscribers they set up. Well, this starts to grow. And so by the time you get to that fifth tier, as you can see here, you can have a lot more than 3,000, you can have 30,000 subscribers or whatever it is. This is money you're getting paid on from this quick pay tree. So this is what we call, to me, I always call it, the reason we call it quick pay is because it gets you off to a fast start. It gets you making an income, a really nice income, very, very quickly. Now, the next one is the coded bonus tree. And I'm going to keep this really simple right now. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail, like I said, but it pays through 10 tiers. And all this is based on is the fact that your IBOs and, will have customers, and they'll be a customer themselves. You get paid on all that. And so what happens in this coded bonus, it's based on personal enrollment to personal enrollment. So if you set up, this example shows you set up 3 basic subscribers, which could have been IBOs, okay? And then they went out and did the same thing. They set up 3, which could have been IBOs, that's 9. And then right on down, you can see the numbers as they grow. But obviously, those are just IBOs. What if they're all, each have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10 customers? Now these numbers on the next column over the CV are much, much higher. But even at this level, look what starts to happen as it gets deeper and deeper through the tiers. And obviously, we didn't calculate the last 3 tiers. You can kind of do that on your own time. But the point is, guys, it all starts from a very small group of people you personally enroll. And the people you personally enroll as IBOs and their customers start to grow, you make money on that. And then the people they personally enroll. And that's all it is personal enrollment to personal enrollment. That's how this tree works. So it's simple, it's easy, it's obtainable. Now, the next one, and again, guys, remember, we're keeping this very, very basic tonight. We're going to the third money tree, okay, which we call the IBO team tree. Now, this is different. This is what I call, where the first one's like your quick pay, get you off to a fast start. This is your lifetime leveraged income. This is what you should be working for. This is what I've done all my life. I will never understand why anybody will go to work for somebody else when you could be in a business, particularly with what we have as a product, that allows you to leverage your time and your energy and your efforts and your money. This is something that creates an income for you from what, not just what you do, but a piece of what everybody does. And this 2x20, you know how many people can be in a 2x20, and that's how it actually grows and fills. Is maybe you only set up 2 or 3 out of everybody that's ever going to be in your team tree, but it continues to grow. And ladies and gentlemen, a 2x20 shared social network. You want to see how many people this represents? I always love this part because a lot of people have no idea what happens if you just put in 2 people and that duplicates and they get 2 and that duplicates and they get 2 and it just continues to grow like this. Well, guys, this is where it all starts, but this is leveraged income. This is what I love because it does continue to grow and grow and grow. And so all of a sudden, instead of when you're starting with just those couple, 2 that you started with, and it grows through 20 pay lines. And remember, every one of these little nodes you're looking at represents an IBO that you're getting paid on, but not just him, all of his customers, everybody's customers you're getting paid on. So how many people would it be in a 2x20? That's right. It's an amazing number. Over 2 million. How many of those did you put in? I don't know, 2, 3, 4. It could be just 2. And that can actually happen. Now, again, is it going to happen? Oh, probably not. Something in the middle, something lower than little. Does it really matter what the number actually ends up being? It's the fact that it's the possibility, it's the potential. And if you work and do all the right things, good things happen. That's why people do so well in this industry. But no one's ever had a product like we've got. No one's ever had something where you can give money away to make money. I mean, that changes everything. That's a complete game changer. There's just nothing like that exists. Now, let's take a look at this. This is how the team tree actually pays out, okay? So when you're actually looking at the team tree, you're seeing you get paid through 20 pay lines. Remember, it's a 2x20. And these are percentages. As you can see, they change. They're variable percentages through those 20 pay lines. And what that basically means is that if you took, for example, a 10th pay line where it's 6%, you're taking all the people is on your 10th pay line. Doesn't matter how many people are sitting on that 10th pay line, and you're getting 6% of all their volumes coming from themselves and their customers. Now, what does this look like when you turn it into dollars and cents? Obviously, the screen on the left kind of shows you how it builds, right? In other words, it's 2 and then 4 and then 8. You're seeing the first 3 pay lines here. And we're showing the basic minimum, okay? Because this is the minimum that everybody has to do to qualify to be able to pay in the to be paid to all the compensation trees. But guys, this is the minimum. What happens when people have VIP card users? Those numbers go up. What happens when they have a bundle of customers? Those numbers go up. Excuse me, but you're getting paid on that. Now, look at this on the right-hand side. We're just showing you 12 of the 20 pay lines. I didn't even want to go past the 12 pay line here. And this is just showing as it continue to grow at 50 PCV per person. And these are the payout percentages. This would be the volume that's actually being created, CV volume that's being created. And this is what you actually make on that volume. Because for example, the first one, it's 800 in CV times 3%, so that's $24. You can see as you go down here to the 12th one, it's again 5% of the 204 in volume, and that's 10,000. But again, that didn't come from you. That came from your organization that continues to grow. And remember, we're only showing you 12 pay lines. There's 8 more pay lines of growth. That obviously, as your base gets bigger and bigger, it means more and more. And this is showing bare bones minimums. And again, guys, we're not guaranteeing any income. I don't even like I just tell people, say, look, in this industry, if you've got a great opportunity, it will build, it will grow, and everything takes care of itself. You just do your part, which is just share. Just share the card. Share the card, convert your IBOs, but it even gets so much better because on our team tree, I just showed you a 2x20, which you get paid, but it's better than that because you don't get just paid on the fact of your 2x20. What actually happens is If you decide to put in more than 2 IBOs, okay, and you decide you're going to keep going because you love it, and everybody, and again, if you're getting 1 or 2 out of every 10 people you hand a VIP club card out to turn to IBOs, obviously you're going to be getting maybe 5, 10, 50, 100, you could get 1,000 IBOs that you could be bringing in. Well, look what happens here. After your first 2, everybody else that you put in creates what's called an IBO team. Why is that important? Because every IBO team, you make another paycheck. It's another pay position. It's another 2 by 20. So when you're looking at all these green IBO teams here, those are, each one of those represents another 2 by 20 that you're getting paid on. Now, as a team, you're only getting half of that pay position, but the difference here and anything else, instead of just having 1 pay position out of your 2 by 20, as you can see right here, you're getting paid where you sit, but you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more checks. 7 more checks that are being created every month from your teams as they grow. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is so unique, it's different, it's industry changing, and it just gets better because after the team tree and after the money that you can make from that, this is where it gets, to me, to be unbelievable. We've created something here called the legacy tree. I had a lady in here just the other day, and she looked at this, and when she saw it, and as a matter of fact, I think when most people see this and they get it, they go, wow, I've never seen anything like this ever, ever. This is amazing. This is remarkable. And this really rewards people. And it rewards all of you. It rewards you for being here. Actually, it benefits you by being here now rather than 5 or 10 years from now. Because here's what happens. We take the team tree, it's being built, right? And this thing is being built based, and it's all built by the system builds it. In other words, as you put in IBOs, it just fills in the 2 by 20 for you. As the people underneath of you put in their IBOs, it keeps filling in and everything. But to qualify for the legacy tree is something unique, because what happens is you create this crossover thing. In this example, you can see you're underneath of Alice, right? But, and you actually qualified before Alice. Now, how did you qualify? Well, the moment you have 50 PCV, it doesn't matter how long it takes you a month, 2 months, 3 months, or 1 day. The moment you do that, you qualify for the legacy tree. And you're now going to the legacy tree. Well, let's say, for example, you went in on this particular day, because it's all time stamped. You went in on March the 1st, 17 at 12:52, right? Alice, on the other hand, didn't qualify for the legacy tree till after you. So she went in at 3:18 on the same day, but she went in at 3:18 in the afternoon. Guess what just happened? You're above Alice. Where have you ever seen that before, where you actually end up above the person that puts you in? Well, the legacy tree, it happens all the time, but it gets even better than that. Because in the history of network marketing, ladies and gentlemen, you would never, ever, ever make anything from Bob, because Bob is outside your organization. He's on the other side. And and if you look at compensation plans, they're all designed this way. You can be building a big organization, but somebody in a different organization, and they're one of the biggest builders of all time. Well, you don't make a penny on what they do. Well, that's not the case in the legacy tree. Again, you went in before Bob. Bob now qualifies. He goes in, even though he's outside your organization in the legacy tree, he now went inside your organization, and you're getting paid on Bob. Again, let me say that again. He was outside your organization. He went inside your organization, and now you're getting paid on it. If you understand what that means, you won't sleep tonight. Now you take Joe, same thing. Joe is outside your organization. He's now part of your legacy tree. You take Pat, same thing. Outside your organization, now part of it. You take Alex, outside your organization, now part of it. You take Al, oh, there's Al. He was actually in your organization. Finally, you're getting paid on somebody like every other comp plan, but only people in your organization. But here, you're getting people above you and beside you that you earn income from. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where it gets really exciting, because this legacy tree is something we're going to do throughout the world. So as this thing starts to grow, and you're getting paid from people that are outside your network and inside your network, and you're getting income that's being generated from the VIP cards, the shopping networks, all of our customer subscriptions, for the first time ever, as we grow, as the company grows, you succeed from everybody. And it just continues to grow. As we continue to grow, you continue to succeed. As we continue to grow, you continue to succeed. And what we're doing is redefining a one world genealogy. And what I mean by that is this. As we go country to country, Anybody that ever joins, like we're over in the Philippines here at the end of this month, anybody joins in the Philippines, they're going to be under you in the legacy tree. But guess what? They're going to have that same benefit too, because anybody that's in the Philippines, as we go to the next country, those people are going to be underneath those that are in the Philippines, which are going to be underneath of you. And we go to the next country, those people are going to be under the people that country went to, there's underneath the Philippines, it's now underneath you. So you can see what starts to happen here. We're going to be creating this amazing one world genealogy, folks. One world genealogy, one team, and one unbelievable dream. Imagine this. You start here in the United States, and all of a sudden, in the years to come, as we go country to country, you literally have people all over the world that are below you in the legacy tree that you're earning income from. This is so unique, so different, so exciting. I mean, again, it should keep you awake tonight. Let me ask you a question. What number are you? Simple question. Number one, you're all in. You say, this is the most amazing thing I've seen. Let's do this thing. Well, you're looking at, coming in as an IBO, and you're coming in with a platinum subscription. You're all in. That's nothing. That's not. You're going to save from the product side alone. You're probably going to save a minimum of $1,500 this year. Minimum. Probably a lot more. Probably $2,000 or $3,000. People that travel a lot like me will save $10,000 or more. But even at $1,500, if that's all you save, your membership is free. You've actually paid for your business and you're making money. The second way you can come in is maybe if you're on a really strict budget, you just want to get started, you want to start getting the cards out, you can come into business for $79. $79. Or you say, you know what, I don't want to make money. I just want to come in as a platinum subscriber. Hey, that's not bad either. You just take the product and save thousands of dollars by using the product. That's number 3. Or you can be number 4. And that's about the only option else you got is you just love paying retail. You want to pay retail for everything and you've got all the money you need. Well, then you're number 4. But you know what? That's not much. That's not many of the people in this country or this planet, folks. Everybody's either 1, 2, or 3. And you have an opportunity, like I said, that just doesn't exist. Guys, there's 3 keys to living a good life. And these are the things we offer that's so unique to what we're doing here. Number 1, we do have a product that everyone loves and wants and needs. Everybody does. We have this VIP card it's revolutionary. I mean, it's the most unique marketing system. I've always dreamed of just saying, I'd like to wake up. Can you imagine waking up one day and say, oh yeah, I have a business where I give money away and I make money. That's ridiculous. And of course, the compensation plan, which is so unique to the entire industry with the legacy tree, what we do with the team tree, the multi-pay positions. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got to ask yourself one last question. And that question is, isn't it time for you to start living the good life? I'm serious. Isn't it time for you to start living the good life? Well, if you want to, the only thing you have to do, you got to choose it. And I mean that. You have to choose it. I've said this so many times to so many people. I made that decision when I was a young man, and I chose the good life, and I've lived it my entire life. I've been very blessed by it. But everybody has to choose. Nobody's going to give it to you. You have to choose it. And the beautiful thing is, now you can. Thank you for your time. Good night.